and welcome back to Delilahs Spiritual Spot. This is a daily read for all signs for September 30th, 2020. We're actually going to do a pick a card here using two different decks. I'm not going to use any visual aids because I want you to focus on the number 1, 2, or 3, or whatever calls to you, wherever your eyes are drawn. So I'm going to be using my angel answer cards here. These cards give you timing, or sometimes they give you yes or no. So I feel like I want to use these cards. And then I'm going to be using my Osho Zen cards here for further guidance. And this is just to figure out what we need to work on. And if any of you have any other questions that are yes or no or timing, I'm interested to see what the angel answer is. So I'm actually going to turn over the Osho Zen cards and then turn over the angel cards to see how they correspond with each other. I think that's very interesting. I'm going to pull 3 cards each. Alright, so take this time. We're going to concentrate on what it is we need to hear. What it is we need to hear from Spirit versus what we want to hear from Spirit. Also, if you have time, please like, share, and subscribe. I'm also going to be putting up a podcast or recording a podcast tomorrow, and it's all going to be about the full moon and readings for the collective. Okay, now put these aside. Let's focus on the first pile. Right. This is saying we need to have some deeper understanding because we're too busy playing the politics game, you know, and that's what life is, right? When you go to work, there's politics at work, there's politics at school, there's even politics in our relationship. And what I want you to do is understand yourself, who you are in this politicking game. Are you getting your point across? Or are you just appeasing others? Is what Spirit is giving me. This moment-to-moment card just reminds me of, in this situation, don't try to put a blanket over everything. Like, don't play politics or the same politics in every situation. I think we have to take it moment by moment, situation by situation. I'm interested to turn this over. Along with understanding, meditation brings answers. It brings answers to the games we have to play out there in the world. Do we want to even play these games anymore? You know, are we going to take it moment to moment, or do we want something better? Do we want something more out of our lives? I actually love this together. I'm just going to move that aside. Let's get into pile 2 here. Focusing on everyone who's chosen pile 2. Let's turn these cards over. Right, I love that we have this schizophrenia card. Caught between two worlds, caught in between two differences of opinions, or caught in between an argument, just always being that person that plays monkey in the middle. There are a lot of possibilities unfolding. The schizophrenia also speaks to making a choice and being confused, trapped in the middle, like not knowing what direction to go into. You have to be receptive to change. And sometimes taking the road not taking the road of least resistance, shaking things up and doing things differently. You have to be receptive to that, because if you're not, you're going to be doomed to fail before you even start. And then we have to remain positive in here, in our decision making, in our confusion. Remain positive that we're going to be led to the right answer, for us or for you. This is pile 2. Let's go into pile 3 here. Let's take a minute. Also, I am live every Tuesday and Thursday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please come and get free cards. I love this. This is all over the place, and I think that for a lot of us, this is exactly what we're feeling. There's a shift happening. There's a lot of things happening this week with the solar flares, the Mercury in retrograde, also the full moon. Our emotions, we just can't center ourselves. And here is the picture. We want it all. We want to do everything. We're feeling everything. And that's what I want to talk to about feeling. Your emotions are just up and down, side to side, sideways, round ways, wherever you go. One minute we're feeling depressed. The next minute we are in a celebratory mood. It's almost like that schizophrenic bipolar, getting back to that schizophrenic bipolar thing where we just can't get a grip on our emotions, or how to feel, or what to feel, or am I feeling right in this situation. Along with this miser card, and I love this energy because this energy talks about keeping things close to the chest. You know, just because we're feeling all of these things, we don't always want to share it with the wrong people. We want to share it with people who are going to understand and not be judgy, right? Because who wants that? This is not speaking of well, everybody should be cheap now because money is hard to come by. But this is specifically keeping things close to the chest. Be assertive. Be assertive in your life. Be assertive trying to get past this feeling of nothingness, this feeling of celebration, this feeling of, you know, being closed off. You know, be assertive in trying to break through that barrier. There's nothing wrong with you. We are all, whether we say it or not, going through very similar things at this time. I myself this week, I'm having a lot of brain fog. I'm feeling all over the place. But by being assertive, and for me, that means keep it pushing. I've now had to write things down one by one. And when I accomplish it, I am ticking it off. I have to be very meticulous because my mind is going off into everything in all areas. So for me, be assertive here means to be focused. Be assertive in completing your tasks. Be focused. And this is pile 3. And this is your pick-up pile for Wednesday, September 30th. I really love this. I hope you do too. And I will see you on Thursday live, and I will have another daily reading. I'm not sure what spread I'm going to do for the collective. This is Delilah Rose, and this is Delilahs Spiritual Spot. Thank you for joining me.